Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Listen to Steve Harvey. Oh, listen to Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Wow, man, how good has God been to me? You know, today, let me get right to it because I'm kind of feeling this today, and I'm pretty sure there's quite a few of you who go through the same things. Today was just a little tough morning for me because I didn't want to leave home yesterday. I wanted to stay home a little. I had just gotten home. I got to go again, and sometimes, just the weight of all that you have to do just gets on you sometimes. And sometimes you don't feel like doing it today. Huh? I'm just talking to those who feel this way every now and then. And I'm assuming that would be everybody because I don't know nobody who can just plow through this thing without having those days. Well, what do you do when it gets hard to stay up? What do you do when it gets hard to be positive? What do you do when it seems like things aren't happening for you fast enough or in the time frame that you thought it was going? What do you do? And the reason that I guess I chose to speak about this morning is because I'm having one of those days, because I had one of those days yesterday. It was just a tough day. I really can't explain it. It's nothing really in particular bad happened. It's just I think the weight of all that's going on started to feel heavy to me. Not being able to sit down with my wife and talk some of these things through so she could help me out, that kind of got to me yesterday because she had to go take care of some business. I had to go take care of some business. When she got in, it was late. I got in, it was late, and so I guess so it sort of pushed me into this thing, man. I didn't have nobody to talk to about it. And so what do you do when you have days like that, when it's hard to be positive, when it's hard to stay up? Okay, here's what I had to start doing this morning. Now, I haven't completed it. Can I just be real with you? I haven't completed it. Excuse me. But I am processing it out because I know what to do. Because I've been here hundreds of times before. See, that's the cool thing about getting older. That's the cool thing about life is that you gain experiences along the way. Been there, done that. I done had that pain before I know what to do. If I sprain my finger, I know what to do now. The first sprain I had, oh, Lord, I thought it was broke. I thought I was going to be handicapped. I didn't know how I was going to fix it. Oh, Lord, what now? I can't write no more. Now, maybe I don't have to go to school. I was working all kinds of stuff out when I first sprained my finger. But now if I sprain my finger, I know what to do. So since I've been in this position, in this hole so many times before, and God has always gotten me through it, I decided I've got to start the process today. Here are some things. Now I'm going to get to the big one last. But here are some things that you can do immediately to start pulling yourself up. And one of the things I do is I remember the plan. I just sit down and consciously remember the plan. Sit down and I consciously think about the goals I've set. I go over them. See, I've got mine down on the iPad, so I can pull them out anywhere I am and pull them up. And I've got 2 lists that I've made. I've got a list of things that I know I can accomplish if I just keep working hard. And if couple of things just fall into place that I can see, then I got a list of things that I'm planning on accomplishing. And then I have a second list. And the heading of this list is called Only God Can Help Me Now. And on this list is things that I'm aspiring for or things that I'm hoping to, that in order for them to happen, I absolutely have to have God's help. That's my favorite list. It's the list that I have of the things that I don't see no way it can happen. I'm just operating on faith and the hope that God hear me. And so sometimes, man, when I have this list of only God can help me now, that list is stuff that I cannot see. I'm just operating on faith that God is so much bigger than me, that he's so much more capable than I am, that I can actually acquire some things in my life, as he's proven to me time and time again up to this point, that he's willing to do for me if I'm willing to just give him some of my life. That's the only way I can explain my existence today. I began the conversation with my wife. How do I write a book that becomes so wildly successful? That would be God. That's only God. Because if you can plan to sit down and write a wildly successful book, I'd have been done sat down and did it, and so would you. So that would be God. How it got purchased to become a movie when that was not my intent when I wrote the book at all. Again, that would be God right there. Has to be, because if I can't explain it and it is by no doing of my own, then who did it? So when I get down in days like this, I remember the goal. I remember the plan. I remember the journey. I think about of all the things God has brought me through. How did I even get to this point? Yeah, I might be having a little bummer of a day. Yeah, I was a little down yesterday. Yeah, my biorhythms is off, whatever they want to call it. Yeah, I'm just having one of those days. I feel a little bit heavy. I need a vacation real bad. I need some time off to just go and regenerate. But right now, man, I ain't got that. So guess what I do? I got to start remembering the plan. I got to start remembering the goals. I got to start thinking about all the things that God has done for me and how he's brought me this far and the blessings that I have instead of what I don't have. And that's what I'm in the process of doing this morning. And on the commercial breaks, I'm going to pull out my iPad and I'm going to go over my 2 lists and I'm going to read my little list of what I think I can accomplish. And I'm going to really read that Only God Can Help Me Now list, because that's the list that's big. That's the part where I've been telling y'all. I said, quit telling God how big your problems are and start telling your problems how big your God is. See, and that's what I got to sit down and do this morning. And then sometimes, man, you got to stay still. That's the other part. You got to stay still. You got to quit moving for a second. Because sometimes it feels like you're running on a treadmill. And you really ain't. You're going somewhere, but it feel like you're running on a treadmill. Well, when you get that feeling, sometimes you got to stay still. And then when you stay still, sometimes you got to fight to stay positive. Sometimes you got to fight not to let the devil win. You're in a fight. Remember, I told you this now. You're in a fight now. So he trying to get you to get on that positive train so he can get you off the faith train, so God's delivery package that's coming to you built on your faith, that he can shake your faith and get you to thinking negative, and then he wins, see? So when you start feeling negative, just know that that's the other force trying to throw you off track. And when you get through with all that, here's the key, the big one. You want me to tell it to you? You got to pray, man. You got to pray. You got to take it to God. You got to say, hey, God, look, I'm having one of these days. I need your help. I got business to take care of. You got blessings in front of me. You got stuff you done shipped to me. You got blessings and packages that's on the way. I need to be sitting on Faith Street so I can receive the delivery when it get there. What I don't want to do is be on Doubted Way or lack of understanding Parkway or Pity Parkway or some street like that, and the package keep going by. I need to be standing and sitting on Faith Street, so when you drop that package down to me, I can go on and get it. You feel me? You got to pray. You got to stay still. You got to fight to stay positive. You got to remember the plan. You got to go over the goals. Come on, man. God done brought you too far. Come on, pick yourself up today. I'm talking to Steve Harvey this morning. I hope y'all didn't mind.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I got news for you folks. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and that's what it is all day long. Steve Harvey still broadcasting live from Dubai, over here learning different cultures and meeting wonderful people. I've said it before, Dubai happens to be my favorite city on earth. I just love it. I do, man. Anyway, I'll talk to you about it, but let me tell you why I love it right after I introduce the team. Dream Team, Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, Steve, Dubai.
Yeah. Dream Team, Carla Farrell.
What's up, Steve, in Dubai? Doing it big.
Yeah, Dream Team, Kia Junior Spates.
Morning,
Dream Team, Thomas Miles, a.k.a. The Food, Nephew Tommy.
Uncle Steve over there in Doobie. Yeah. Doobie.
Hey, man, let me tell you what it is.
Yeah, what do you love about it so much, Steve?
It's New York City times 2.
I love New York.
It's New York City on steroids, time 2. Imagine this, though. Clean, no paper on the ground. There are no homeless people here. No, none of that.
That's real.
Everybody over here can work. If you want to work, there's work for you. And there's no crime. I've only been to Dubai and to Abu Dhabi. It's the only place that you can walk and you don't have to look over your shoulder.
At all.
Now, they're aggressive with selfies.
Oh, are they? Okay.
They're very aggressive with selfies.
Okay. I can handle that.
Me too.
And, other than that, man, there's no crime. They're very respectful. They're very pleasant. I mean, I ain't seen nothing over here, man. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but, it's nothing visible for you. And crime is very, very low to non-existent. And they have everything, I don't care what store you want. They have ski slopes inside of malls. They've got ice. Yeah, you can go ski in the mall.
Oh,
yeah, I like that.
Whoa, that is so fly.
Stop by Louis and then hit the slope.
No, ladies, they got malls over here where each floor is a different, there's a floor with just purses.
Okay.
It's a floor with just floors with just women's shoes. The big mall, which my kids love to go to, you can't see it in a day. It's really something fabulous. I stay on the Palm the majority of times I've come here. This is my about 6th trip. So, but they've got the world's largest hotel pool, swimming pool over here. They got some stuff over here, man. You have got to see, and the people are absolutely beautiful. It's a different culture. They got some rules over here. Just come over here, respect the culture. You have a great time.
I want to hear about the rules.
Okay.
All right, listen, coming up at 32 after the hour, inside of Something Funny, a Virginia woman won the state lottery 30 times.
What?
And check this out. The Powerball lottery drawing is tonight. So
She finna win
Come
this.
on, Tommy.
Yeah.
Right in front of her TV, ain't she? You better hope it ain't me.
We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know, some people just have all the luck. I mean, that's what the saying says, and apparently that's what's happening here. This woman named Deborah Brown definitely is that person. She's from Virginia. Oh, she's from Virginia. She's a sister, Carla just said. She's a sister. She won the state lottery 30 times last month after she bought 30 Pick 4 tickets with the exact same combination of 1031, 1031.
She hit the numbers.
Yeah, Deborah Brown initially bought.
What?
Deborah Brown initially bought 20 tickets with that combination. She bought it at a gas station. She said a couple of times during the day, I saw those numbers. So later that day, she bought 10 more tickets at the same location with the same numbers. Each winning ticket earned her a $5,000 prize. Okay?
Each ticket.
Yeah. So her total winnings add up to $150,000, Steve. What you
In the
think?
same day. She
in the
won
same day.
30 times with all those tickets
Wait
at
a
the
minute.
same day.
So
From the
she-
So
same
she bought
place.
the same ticket.
Well, she said she
Yes.
had
So when the ticket won,
Uh-huh.
she just kept winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She bought
God
20
damn.
tickets initially, then she went back again and bought 10 more, so that's 30. And she said she saw those numbers, that combination of numbers, and she just went back and bought them again.
What game is this she playing?
Yeah, it's just 4 numbers, right?
Okay.
Phone numbers?
So Shirley,
So it's a
you
pick
say
4. Pick 4.
that the Virginia lottery is tonight.
Uh-huh. Tonight is the Powerball jackpot.
Powerball. What's it
Uh-huh.
up to?
Over $448 million.
Come on here.
Okay, Junior.
What's up, Huff?
448 million.
It could be over that later on today, but go ahead.
Let's just say you could take it over a 20, 30-year period or something like that, or you could take the buyout. Let's say the buyout is 300 million.
First thing, I'm going to have to get 8 planes. Don't ask me why. I'm getting 8. If they 10 million apiece, that's $80 million, right?
Yeah.
That's 10 planes. Then I would like to have a house, if you don't mind. Look, I like to have 2 houses in Brazil. And I'm going to have a Cuban family y'all not going to know about. But it's going to come up. It's going to come up.
Stupid.
No, you're going to hear about who is these people that's not speaking correct English. That is my Cuban family. Then I'm going to have an American family, too. I'm going to be married twice in 2 different countries. I'm going to have to be. I got 300 million. Why I can't? Am I
Sure.
You're going to change your number, yes,
Yeah, I'm going
Steve.
to change my number because you're finna be broke so fast with the 8 plane.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need but one, Junior. You can't fly on but one plane. Shirley,
Okay,
you
yeah.
got 250 million. What you going to do?
Okay.
Okay, Shirley, I just found out from Carla. The cash value, if you take it right now, 271 mil.
Oh, I love
you
it.
got 270 million. What you gonna do?
Well, okay, I learned from the last time you asked this question, I'm going to get a financial planner first, but I am going to buy a house while I'm trying to figure out which
How
financial
much?
planner I'm going with. How much
How
is
much?
a house? Oh,
Yeah.
10 million. I'll just say 10
That ain't
million.
bad.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's a
bad.
good one.
Nice
yeah.
little old house.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
a hella crib.
Yeah, that'll be a
That's a hella crib. You
three-bedroom.
it ain't gonna be no hella crib in L.A. but it's gonna be a
3-bedroom,
hella
2-bath in L.A., right?
crib. Yeah, you got to get out of here. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll probably invest in real estate. That's where I'll invest in real estate.
Okay. Carla,
Yes.
271 million. What you gonna do?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to get a house, $25 million.
Come on,
I'm going
girl.
to get a Lambo with rims.
It's got to have red.
Gotta have rims on the Lambo, 2 Lambos. Let's see. Then I'm gonna give some money to the church. I am. I'm gonna give some money to the church.
Lord, I
My jury game is bananas.
Shine
And
bright like a
then-
diamond.
What? Then I'm gonna invest. I am gonna invest, Steve. You always talk about investing. We do that now, me and my husband. So I will invest. And then I'm just gonna walk up to 4 people and just slap the heck out of them because
Hell
I'm that
yeah.
rich.
Hell yeah. Here we go. Tommy,
Come back to me. I got
270 million. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all now. I'm gonna do everything most of y'all doing,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but I can't do that first. All right.
What do you mean?
Junior with the families, and you with the house and the Lambo. I'm gonna have all that.
Okay.
But I can't have all that
Yeah.
until I blow myself up
Here we go.
in front of my family.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Cause they got
Fake
to
your
go.
death. Come on,
They
boy.
got to go. I'm gonna be
They can't
outside.
be here for a time.
Dog, they got to go. When I'm gonna be outside working on a gas line or something, it's gonna blow up right
gonna
out
throw
there.
a cigarette.
Whole backyard in flames.
Why is he always faking his death?
Because in order to enjoy 271 million,
It's illegal to
I
fake
got
your
to
death.
be by myself.
Steve, that's illegal to fake your death.
I'm with Tommy,
Yeah,
though.
I
You
got
got 271 million.
271 million, baby. What about you, big dog?
Oh, I forgot to say
271 million. 271 million.
Uh-huh.
I immediately take 150 million and put it in a fund yielding enough money. In 7 years, that money will double. In 7 years, you can double your money in the right fund. So that 150 goes away to this fund, and in 7 years, it will be 300 million. That's my retirement money. This 125 this 121 that's left.
Come on, let's walk with it.
Yes.
First of all, I'm gonna buy a very, very lightly used G650.
That's
That's an airplane.
Yeah, that's first. I'm buying that because I'm gonna be gone a lot. But that's gonna cost me probably about 30. So I got about 80,
We gotta
90
go.
left. I'm gonna
Your
go
list
buy
too
a cold ass crib.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm moving right next to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Don't care what it costs. I'm moving right next door to that big ass house they got. And then after that, dog, I'm gonna give my wife the rest of the money, and she could just do whatever she want to do with the grandkids.
All right, coming up, more fun. Run that prank back with the nephew right after this.
can't believe you keeping your family.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Hollywood actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Laughlin have been arrested in a college admissions cheating scandal.
This is big.
This scandal.
This is big,
This is
man.
huge. This is huge. And R. Kelly, also in the news, he says his spirit told him to do the interview with Gayle King.
His spirit ought to tell him to get on that lottery that this lady just got to win.
His spirit told him to do the interview so he could get his side of the story out there. But right now, nephew, you are here with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us today?
Truck driver exchange. Truck driver exchange. We exchange the truck driver.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Franklin.
Yeah, this is Franklin.
Hey, Franklin, how you doing? This is Roosevelt giving you a call from Human Resources.
Human Resource. Hey, what's up, Roosevelt? What can I do for you?
All right, man. I'm calling you from Human Resources, Transit Partners, where you've been driving trucks for us for quite some time now. What are you six and a half years right now?
Man, I'm 8.5 years. He's 2 years short, baby.
Okay, 8.5 years. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Enjoying this road life, man. I love working for you guys, man. The benefits is there. I mean, I'm surprised to get a call from you. I mean, hope everything's
well,
all right.
I'm sure you're on the road right now. You're probably driving. I wanted to give you a call. And is this a bad time? Or can you talk right now?
Yeah, I actually pulled over, man. I had to get something to eat, man.
Okay. So listen, let me tell you what's going on here with GTP. What we're doing is we are doing some job exchange, and some of the drivers that we have been pulled out of a pool, and some of you guys are going to be actually driving in different places now. So for the next 6 months, within the next 30 days here, Franklin, you're going to be driving trucks in South Africa. You're going to be for about 6 months. You're going to drive in South Africa.
Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, listen, I ain't got no problem with South Africa, but y'all rather smart. I'm not going to no South Africa. I don't even know how to drive on the right-hand side of the road, man. I love Africans. I love everything about Africa, but I'm not going. I got a family out here in the United States of America, and you're trying to tell me I got to go to South Africa. Come on, man. What type of are you on, man?
It's Franklin, it's part of the job exchange is what it is, man.
I don't know what type of job exchange y'all got going on, man. I don't want to be part of that job exchange. No, I'm not going to no damn South Africa. This is not happening, man.
But listen to me, Franklin. 6 months and you'll be back in the States, okay? Let me say
what
this
type
to you,
of National Geographic program y'all got going on, man? I don't know what y'all got going on that y'all calling me. I'm in the middle of the parking lot trying to eat me a cheeseburger from being on the road all night, and you talking about sending me to South Africa. What type of are you on, man? This some foreign exchange program y'all got going on? I'm not being part of this. You pulled my name out of a pool like it was a susu to come tell me that I'm up to be driving in South Africa. This must be a joke. No.
I'm
not.
So this is a good thing though, Franklin. I think you're gonna like it. And
no, it's not a good thing. What are you telling me it's a good thing? I got wife and kids. What the are you talking about South Africa? Do they even have roadways out there? I'm not going to South Africa. Are you serious? I'm not hearing this correct, brother. I'm not hearing this correct, Mr. Roosevelt. South what?
Okay.
My kid plays baseball. And you telling me to go to South Africa? Are you serious?
Okay, Franklin, hear me out here, man. Let me, like I said, they pull names out of a pool, and you and about 15 other guys are going to be going to different parts of the world.
What type of pool you pulled it in? You better put me back in the shallow part. You going to the deep end pulling? Man, get the I'm not going to South Africa. I am not going to South Africa. I'm not taking no malaria shots. I don't even got a passport. You want me to go to South Africa?
Well, listen to me, Franklin. We're going to get you all the shots you need within the next 30 days, so you'll be set to go. You know,
I'm not going to. I around go to South Africa, and Trump won't let me back in the country because of y'all. I'll quit right now. I'm not going to South Africa.
It's a job exchange, Franklin. Okay,
I
let me
don't
say
give a
this.
damn what type of job exchange. So what are we exchanging? You bringing South Africans over here, and then you bringing me over there? Y'all, my wife is not going to be happy about this. I'm not going. My son plays baseball.
But can I tell you this? That your salary actually doubles the 6 months while you're over there?
Don't try to tell me about that. What, in South African dollars or American dollars? What is it? Don't try that.
It will be American dollars, Franklin. Franklin, it will be American dollars.
I'm not going to no South Africa. I am not going. Matter of fact, this is my last day in the road. Y'all can come pick up this rig in the parking lot because I'm not going to South Africa. I don't care how you spell it or you say it. I ain't going.
Okay, Franklin. Listen, you've been with the company 8+ years, and I just got to tell you, you are obligated. You've been chosen out of a pool. All you have to do is 6 months. You're going to get paid double. Your family's going to be fine. You'll be back here.
And I ain't obligated to do but drive this truck like I do every day. I'm not going. You can't tell me about being obligated. Let me tell you what I'm obligated to do. I'm obligated to throw this truck in fourth gear and drive right through your human resources window because I ain't going to South Africa. And I keep telling you that. I told you that since you got on the damn phone. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay. But let me ask you something, Franklin. You've been here with us for 8-some years, man. You don't want to continue your job here with the company?
I don't give a about this job right now, trying to send me overseas like you're setting me up for something. I ain't going. Matter of fact, let me turn this truck on right now. I'm coming down to see you, Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay, well, hold on now. Do you know Jermaine?
Yeah, I know Rivers. But what do you got to do with it?
Okay, let me go on and say this, Franklin. This right here that you talking to is nephew Tommy. And your boy Rivers got me to prank phone call you. You just got pranked by your boy Jermaine Rivers.
Oh, that mother. Wait till I see Rivers. So you ain't no Roosevelt, and I ain't got to go to South Africa.
No.
Oh, my God. Man, I be listening to y'all on the road. Oh, Rivers, you want to play around? I'll when I put some sugar in your tank.
All right, Franklin, before we leave, man, tell me this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That is. Truck Drive Exchange. Put it out there for y'all. A little something different. You
They
know
were
what I'm
not
saying?
having it.
That's my prayer. And I'm sold out this weekend at Bethesda Blues, Jazz, and Supper Club. Well, I will be slinging some jokes, all right? 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock.
Well, that answered that question.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
He put
Thank
it in
y'all.
there.
I put it
But
in
I
there.
like the way he said it, though. I'm going to be slanging some jokes from the kitchen.
Well, congratulations on being sold out, though. That's big. Yeah.
Thank you. This is a nice club.
Hey,
Real
this
nice
boy
club.
sell out a lot, man. Y'all don't know. This boy right here, he coming.
Yeah.
I'm trying, boy. I ain't
You
giving up.
trying, you doing it.
Grinding. All right, congratulations again, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. We'll talk about the spirit then, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, actress Lori Laughlin, you remember her from Full House. She was Aunt Becky on Full House. Yeah.
right.
Felicity Huffman was one of the Desperate Housewives. They are among more than 40 people that have been accused in a major college admissions cheating scandal. Federal prosecutors in Massachusetts say that they paid bribes to a consultant who would steer the money toward SAT or ACT administrators or a college coach. And in some cases, the test administrators would then hire fake people to fill in correct answers for them. They call them proctors, to fill in the correct answers for them when they took the test and everything. Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman are charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud.
Okay,
This is
wait a
like
minute.
the biggest story
This
in
is
L.A.
Who did-
and in the country.
Who did they do for their kids?
Yeah,
Yes,
for their kids.
children.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
they
for-
bribed. They bribed the schools to get their kids in these great schools. They
Get
bribed
higher
them.
test
Yeah.
scores and all of that.
Oh, they little kids wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They bribed the guy
already
that when he get through with the
advantage.
scores, he's the one with all the stacks of paper.
Yeah. They've been doing this investigation now, Steve, for about a year. Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman are charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud. 7 FBI agents showed up at Felicity's Hollywood, with pulled guns. Their guns were pulled out. She lives in Hollywood Hills. They showed up there about 6 a.m. yesterday, drew their weapons as they ordered Felicity to come out and surrender. Can you imagine? 6 o'clock in the morning. Her husband, William H. Macy. Now, you probably know him from the show Shameless. He's on that show. He stars in Shameless.
You know, good in here.
He was in that movie Fargo.
He was in Fargo.
He was in Fargo.
Oh, the dude, the star of Fargo?
Yeah, well, he was one of the stars of Fargo. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. They were all asleep when the federal agents ordered them out. Sources say she knew the arrest was looming, would have gladly surrendered on her own, but the feds saw it differently. People on social media are saying these kids already have every advantage in life, and yet their parents cheated to get them into the top colleges.
I'll be damned.
Yeah,
That's what's happening back at the house?
Yes, Steve, you're in Dubai. So all these kids who work hard, study hard, work their butts off to try to get into these schools because there's only limited positions. You know, they don't have a lot of openings there. They can't get in because these kids' parents have money and they bought,
So let me ask you a question, though.
Mm-hmm.
After you get these little stupid ass kids in, how they going to get the grades to stay there?
Keep paying.
Yeah.
See, who you finna trick now? See, now you got to pay off professors. The game just get thicker. Because even if you can get into school, what you going to do to stay there?
Exactly.
Or they created charities.
Yeah, all
And
kinds of
donated
stuff
money
to
to
make-
charities so they can write the money off. Oh, it's
Yeah.
It's deep, dog. It's a
Yes.
lot of people involved.
You're right.
Yes,
A lot
Steve.
of it was tax write-off purposes. I mean, this has been going on for a while.
But
too.
they also did it on a sports level. Where
Hold, wait a minute, man. So she said she knew the arrest was coming and she would have gladly run. That's the same thing they said about Roger Stone. No, see, get your ass arrested like all of us do. See, we used to the feds coming to the house with the guns drawn. So that's how Roger Stone supposed to get picked up, Manafort, Cohen. That's how you get picked up by the feds. Gun in your face, get your ass down in your drawers. Down!
Need all that. Need all that.
Put your drawers up. We'll give it to you. Get in the floor. I know your crack is showing. Get on the ground before I kill you.
All right, let's let Miss Ann take it over, Steve. Go ahead.
Kidding about you being on Full House? Get your ass in the floor.
Time for Miss Ann.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp. Your ass.
Okay, Steve, this is Andrew with the news. All right, let's get on that. Authorities say they've broken up the largest college admissions scam ever prosecuted by the Department of Justice. Massachusetts U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling says that the ringleader is a guy named William Singer, the owner of a supposed college counseling service called Key Worldwide Foundation. And Singer's pled guilty to various charges involving his alleged acceptance of millions of dollars in bribes, as much as like $25 million, from wealthy parents to guarantee their kids admissions to elite colleges and universities. Prosecutors say they were people who took their SATs and their ACTs. Lilling says the Singer's operation also worked the sports angle.
In return for bribes, these coaches agreed to pretend that certain applicants were recruited competitive athletes, when in fact the applicants were not. As the coaches knew, the students' athletic credentials had been fabricated.
Among the 50 people allegedly involved are 9 coaches, 2 SAT exam administrators, 1 test proctor, a college administrator, and 33 parents, including the 2 actresses you just heard Shirley talking about, one who starred in Desperate Housewives, Felicity Huffman, and another from Full House. Also, the CEOs of private and public companies, some of these parents, big-time real estate investors, and also the co-chairman of a global law firm. Some Americans are calling for U.S. air carriers to ground all Boeing 737 MAX 8s and 9s in the wake of 2 deadly crashes of that model jet within only 5 months. Meanwhile, an investigation is underway to find out why one MAX 8 went down Sunday morning in Addis Ababa. That killed 157 aboard, everybody. And why another MAX 8 crashed off the coast of Indonesia back in October, only 5 months ago, killing all 189 in that craft. Ethiopia, China, the European Union, India, Indonesia, Singapore, South Africa, Turkey, among the many, many nations who have moved to ground those new planes. However, more than 70 MAX 8s are still flying for U.S. carriers, American, Southwest, and United Airlines. They're still using these planes. Several American lawmakers calling on those carriers to stop using them until all the probes are over. However, company officials insist their jets are okay. They're safe. Well, who knew things were this bad? On the heels of the Green Book about how black Americans looked out for each other as they traveled the country, listing places where they could avoid racists. Now comes word that there's the new app for Trump supporters that lists supposed safe restaurants and other businesses where they won't be harassed for supporting the current commander-in-chief. You may remember that White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders was asked to leave a restaurant last year in the D.C. area. And other Trump officials like Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen and Trump counselor Kellyanne Conway say they've been confronted by protesters and other diners while trying to eat out. Finally, today is National Donald Duck Day.
What's up, Doc?
I'll tell you what's up. This is Steve Harvey Morning Show, everybody.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you've been in Dubai. So, yeah, this story is like the number one story in the country right now. And a lot of it has to do with because, you know, people are upset. So many people are upset. We're talking about this cheating story as far as Los Angeles. Well, not just in Los Angeles. It was UCLA, USC. It was Stanford. It was colleges across the country. It's not just in L.A., but it broke in L.A. And man, oh man, Steve, it's been a massive investigation for about a year now. And
so this lady from Full House.
Lori Laughlin, Aunt Becky.
Explain that part to me. I know she got arrested and didn't want to be at gunpoint and laying on the ground.
That was Felicity Huffman, yeah. I mean, they've been charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud. More than 40 people have been accused so far in this major college admissions cheating scandal. They've paid people bribes to steer money toward SAT or ACT administrators, you know, to change their scores for people to come in and take tests for them. I mean, it's just been a major story.
What is you doing that for? Just give your little punk ass kids a life. You got money, just give their ass a life.
Right there.
Yeah. Just trying to educate these little stupid ass kids for. If you can't pass it, then they come talking about they need more time to take the test. I did too.
Oh, that's why you're so mad.
Hell yeah. I went to school on really, they had a program created back then for people to come to Kent State. Mm-hmm. I went in on affirmative action.
Oh, yeah. Remember? Affirmative action.
Yeah, they had a Cleveland scholarship program. They tried to get some more blacks down there. That's how I got in college. Mm-hmm. Hell, I needed 2 more years to get ready for the SAT.
Exactly.
Of hardcore ass tutoring.
Felicity was at home. Lori, they showed up. The feds showed up at her house yesterday morning and she wasn't there. She's in Vancouver filming a movie.
Yeah,
but she's turning herself in today.
Oh, okay.
okay.
All right. Felicity
that
Huffman,
ain't
though.
how that's gonna work.
What?
Soon as you pull up, they pulling the FBI pulls their guns out. Drive up in the car. Here she go.
Yeah, and these are the parents doing this. I mean, for their kids, and the kids are still in school. You know, come on, a total of $25 million, Steve, between 2011 and February of this year for this arrangement, okay?
Wow.
They have paid an admissions consultant. His name is William Singer. He's gotten a total of $25 million.
Hell, where you don't understand this.
The FBI investigation into this alleged scheme, they nicknamed it Operation Varsity Blues. All right, listen.
Sure did.
We got to go right here, but we'll be back. Coming up at 34 after the hour, Jussie Smollett. He got his swag back. Jussie Smollett. Yeah. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Jussie, who's been laying low since he was arrested for filing a false police report, he had on shades, he had on gloves, he had on a trench coat.
Yeah, he was cool with
He
it.
looked like a movie star. I mean,
Yes,
really,
he did.
He did. Yeah. The hearing is really for his attorney, Mark Garagos, to file the paperwork so he can represent Jussie in Illinois. Okay, because he's licensed to practice law here. And also to determine if cameras will be allowed in court for the case, sources say. And Jussie says he's done hiding, and cameras will be allowed. I hear you breathe heavily, Steve. You're in Dubai. This is what's going on at home.
Okay, can I tell you something?
Yes.
You say he walked in there with swag?
Yes. Yes.
Swag is an acronym.
What does it stand for?
It stands for sitting there wishing your ass could get out. That's what that stands for. You keep swagging your ass. You're going to be sitting in there wishing your ass could get out. Keep on with this here. This is not a game, young fella.
Yeah.
I'm through hiding. You ain't got to hide. But Jussie, listen to Unc, man. Just listen to Uncle Steve. They got 16 charges. Now some of them is a little trumped up, I'll admit. That's how they do it, though. Because they only need a couple of them to stick.
That's it.
But they put 16 charges on your ass to create the plea down situation. See, so we'll drop 8 of these. We'll let you plead to 4, and this going to be your penalty. When they come in with them many charges, man, it's because they know it's a little trumped up. His lawyers was right. But when you got 16 charges of misconduct, 16, they already know they setting you up to plead down. They just need 2 to 4 of these to stick, and your ass got some time coming. And now we can start the plea process. This ain't the time to be cute, wear glasses, wear your little trench coat. I ain't seen it. Just listen to me, man. I got a lot of partners gone. Sit your ass down somewhere. And you and R. Kelly need to quit saying the same thing in y'all's interview.
What?
Who does that?
Oh.
Why would I do something? That's stupid. Y'all need to go back and quit saying the same damn thing. I don't know how R. Kelly didn't listen to Jussie say this. And R. Kelly came right out and said the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was his spirit.
Yeah.
His spirit told him to do the interview.
Yeah, his spirit told him to get his side out there, Steve. That's what they're
Man,
claiming.
listen to me. R. Kelly need to quit listening to his spirit. His spirit got his ass in the
Spirits in the closet.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is according to TMZ. They say that R. Kelly said he is in touch with his spirit and doesn't care about anything that other people say about him. Okay?
That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool, R. Kelly.
That's good.
That's cool. All that's cool.
Yeah. But
They got this thing called evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't matter what nobody say. They got some stuff called evidence.
Yep.
In that courtroom.
You don't. See, bro, you in court. You ain't on the blog.
Right.
You
This ain't public opinion.
Yeah, these is charges.
Yes.
You got arrested. See, so this is not, it ain't about what people saying about you. These is charges, dog.
Yeah.
You got to get serious here. You and Jussie,
No, hold on. You already took R. Kelly. Let me tell you, just they ain't got these kind of sandwiches behind the wall you talking about.
Oh.
They don't have that, dog. That Italian urban cheese, they ain't got that. They ain't got that, dog. The mayo, you finna get very little mayo they finna put on there. You understand me? Your sandwich finna to be different, Justin. It finna to be different. Ain't no pepper jack cheese, Justin. Ain't none of that, man. Provolone, I'm sorry.
Hold it right there. Up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call for today. Pull it together, Steve. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, should I ask for permission or forgiveness? The nephew is here with today's prank phone call. But before we get to that, Steve, quickly, you wanted to say what now?
I just want to send a message out to these celebrities.
Yeah, what's wrong with celebrities? Cheating in college?
I happen to be a celebrity. See, being a celebrity is hard enough. But just do what we do. If you sing, just sing. If you act, just act. You know, don't all in here getting college money and extortion and
cheating,
having babies come over and
it's horrible. That's
doing
horrible.
singing camps for children and all this here. This is not what we do. Celebrities ain't good at crime. See, if you want to be better at crime, you should be a criminal. Criminals have a little bit more experience. You know, they know how to avoid certain things. When you just start practicing crime for the first time, and you can't go high-level crime. Y'all got to start with little stuff like change the price tag on the bread at the grocery store. You got to go in here. You know, put a couple, eat some grapes and produce.
There you
just
go.
try that.
There you go.
Wow.
You know, don't be in here with no high level. You know, just open up a pack of cheese back in the deli, eat a slice, and set it back down. These low-level crime. That's what you do. You know, go past the Red Cross bucket. You know, reach in, snatch a 20. Try that.
Oh, no.
Steve.
All right, we got to get to the prank phone call. Thank you, Steve.
Junior, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I just want to say, I saw Jussie walking in the court the other day with them gloves and sunglasses and trench coat. Brother, this is not a real episode of Empire. They're not going to call you Jamal. Ain't no Cook, ain't no Lucius.
Your name Jussie.
They got Judge Smithers in there. Prosecutor Davis. He said, they ain't got that, dog.
All right, the nephew's here. What you got for us, Neff? Thank you, guys. What you got, Neff?
Oh, man, here it is. Today's prank is one of your twins is mine. One of your twins is mine. Let's run that.
Hello. I'm trying to reach Tony. Yeah, this is Tony. Tony, what's going on, man? Hey, brother, my name is Kendrick, man. I'm trying to reach out to you. Are you the Tony that used to date? Man, yeah. What about it, man? I was trying to reach out to you. Who you say this is again? My name Kendrick. Kendrick. I got a little problem, bro. Hopefully we can work this out. Oh man, look, man, I ain't got nothing to do with no damn no more, man. That's the past, dog. So don't even call me about her, man. That just, you know, I don't want to hear it. Do you and do y'all have kids together? What? Do y'all have children together? Yeah, I got kids from Kiva. Man, how you get my number, man? Hey, bro, I ain't trying to have no beef with you, man. It ain't nothing like that. I'm just, do you and have a set of twins? Yeah, man, we got a set of twins, man. But wait a minute, hold on, dog. Why you calling me, man? Whatever you and did, man, that's you and dog. But what you asking me about my kids for, man? Okay, bro. Here's I don't even know how to break this on you, but I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? Just hear me out, man. Just hear me out. It's been brought to my attention that there is a strong possibility that one of the twins is mine. Oh, you crazy, man. Who you say you is again, man? This Kendrick, man. Man, look, man, don't call my house with this, man. How a twin gonna be yours, man? They my twins, man. Hey, man, I found out, and I thought the same thing you thought, Tony. I was like, okay. Man, that ain't even biologically possible, and man. And that's what I thought, but I found out that two seeds could actually join together, create twins, and each one of them could have a different daddy. I'm finding this out for first hand myself. Oh, man, you ain't found, man. Look, man, whatever, man, I'm telling you, dog, man, the kids is mine, man.
Hey, you ain't got nothing to do with this, dog. You ain't got nothing to do with this, man.
Hey, listen, man. All I'm trying to do is get to the bottom of something. Let me,
Man,
Tony,
listen,
dog,
I don't
hear
even
me
wanna
out.
hear
And listen to me. Let me ask you this: your set of twins, are they the same shade of color? Are they different shades? I mean, I'm just asking. I've never seen them.
Look, dog. Let me tell you something, man. I want you to get this through your head right now, man. Whatever you and got, that's on y'all, man. This ain't got nothing to do with my twins, man. Ain't got nothing to do with my twins, man. One of them dark skinned, one of them light skinned, man.
Right there, man.
What? Right there, what?
Okay, Tony. All right, let me ask you. What shade of color are you? Are you dark skinned or light skinned?
Man, I'm dark skinned, man.
I'm light skinned. I'm telling you, the light skinned twin must be mine.
You know what, man? I'm not going to even continue this conversation no more. I'm going to just tell you something, dog. You don't know who you with, because I will you up. You understand that, dog?
Man, listen, I just found out that this is a fluke accident that is possible to happen.
Oh. You understand that you talking about my kids, man?
I understand that, man, and I understand the passion that you have for your children, man. I'm just trying to tell you, one of the kids ain't yours, Tony.
House talking about my kids is yours, man.
One of the twins is mine, man.
Man, ain't no. Man, look, dog. I tell you what, man. I'm gonna let you make it, dog. You know what? 'Cause don't call here no more, man. Whatever you and were doing, that's what you and that crazy is doing. So she with your old crazy, stupid. You stupid enough to call here talking about one of the kids. I guess she told you that stupid, huh? No, dog. Don't call me no more, man.
Okay, Tony. Listen, will you consider? I mean, I got us an appointment tomorrow at the doctor. Would you consider bringing the kids so we can see which one is yours and which one is mine?
You are retarded, man. That's what's up with you, dog. You retarded, man. I ain't meet you nowhere, dog. That's what I'm talking about, man. I tell you what, dog. I'll meet you man to man, man. Man to man. Me and you, dog. Man to man. I'm going to kick your
We ain't got to fight. Tony, I just want you to give me my child, man.
I'm going to give you a whooping. I got my Louisville Slugger, you stupid. That's what you is, man. You an ignorant man calling me Sunday morning talking about my kids. It's your kids. Man, you retarded. That can't even happen, man.
I understand it, man, but it's a fluke accident, and now you trying to deprive me of having a relationship with my child.
Man, I've been raising these kids for 5 years by my damn self, man. I get them up. I take them to ballet, man. I take them to Little League. You understand me, man? Don't call me no more, man.
Tony, I understand, and dog, it was heartbreaking to me too, Tony.
Tell you what, man. I'm gonna get off the phone, and I want you, man. I want you to never ever call my call. Don't call me with no ignorant like this. What you say your name is? What's your name again, dog? Hey,
man, my name Kendrick, man. Listen, Tony.
I'm gonna find your dog. You understand that, dog? We gonna settle this. I'm gonna whip your. You understand what you with, dog?
Okay, but Tony, I got one more thing I want to say to you, okay?
Man, you ain't got else to say to me, man.
Tony, let me say one more thing to you, man.
Man, okay, man. Hold on. Now, baby, daddy, all right. Yeah, y'all gonna play. I'll be out there in a minute. Man, see, dog, man, you done got everybody around here all. Man, I don't curse like this around my kids, man.
Okay,
man,
can I say one more thing to you, man?
All right, man, say what the you want to say, and don't call here no more, man.
Tony, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy.
Oh, man. You know what, Tommy, man? Man, that's some up boy, man. You know what, dog? Man, you was really about to get your whooped, man. Man, you can't be with nobody about their kids nowadays, dog. Man, oh, man, okay. You got it, man. That all right. Tell you what, man. Don't even tell you did it, man. 'Cause see, we meeting later tonight. I got something for you, man. hey, nephew Tommy. Do me one favor, man.
What's that?
Watch the 10 o'clock news tonight, man. You gonna
what?
Monkey on there, man. Watch, dog. I can't believe this, man. Oh, man. All right.
Hey, man, I gotta ask you, man. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
Oh, man. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. I listen every morning, man. I just can't believe y'all got me, man.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Jesus. Coming up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, should I ask for permission or forgiveness? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
You
Let's
heard
go.
what she said. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, should I ask for permission or forgiveness? Dear Steve and Shirley, I am married to a great man, and I am truly blessed to have him in my life. But there is one issue. He is a very proud man, and he now is the sole provider for our family. We were both in the military, but I retired to be home with the children full time. He's still enlisted and he makes good money, but it does not always cover all of our expenses. So money and finances are becoming an issue with us for the first time. My husband is gone a lot because he is on base on the weekends and he works a part-time job during the week. This man has sacrificed so much for me and the family, but I can't stand to see him work so hard. I have told him that I could get a job for a few hours during the day while the children are at school, but he always tells me no. I feel awful because if I had stayed in the military, we would not have these issues. He is deploying next month and he will be gone for 7 months. So I am dying to get a job and pay down some of our bills while he's gone without him knowing it. I believe in submitting to my husband and letting him lead our family, but I am also a strong woman that can help take care of our family. Before I jump out there and defy my husband, I want your opinion. I am not one to lie or keep things from him, but in this case, I am willing to do that because I just want to help. I don't want to embarrass him or defy his orders, but I want to work as a wife or a husband. Would you be mad if your spouse went out and got a job without telling you? No, I wouldn't be mad if my spouse went out and got a job without telling me. I would be mad if they lied about it, though, if they went out and didn't tell me about it and kept it from me. We're in a marriage. This is a partnership. This is 2019. And if you guys need more money to make ends meet and you're willing, you're able, you're perfectly healthy and ready to work to keep your family afloat, what is wrong with that? Okay, we are in 2019, like I said. Okay, you got to talk to your husband. I mean, you really have to talk to him. You got to tell him that you're a family. This is a partnership for better or worse. Remember those vows that you took when you got married. Tell him that working right now would be good for the entire family. What is the problem? You guys can work out childcare. You're going to do it while they're at school anyway, like you said. And you can work and make sure your family is good. And guess what? This is a great part. He can still lead the family. He can still be head of the family if you go to work. This is 2019. What is he talking about? Come on. You working is not going to diminish that in the least. So let him know how you really feel, how you love and appreciate the fact that he works so hard and he makes all these sacrifices. You love that and that you have his back and you want to do your part. Steve?
Yeah, this is a real easy one for me. This letter is not even difficult at all. First of all, most families statistically are 2 checks from serious problems. Serious problems. 2 checks. And we learned that during the government shutdown, that some people develop some serious problems. Because, when you work in a job that pays you enough to take care of your living expenses and a limited lifestyle, that money can't come up missing twice. Now you're faced with eviction, choices of selling your car to stay in your home, moving out. Then, we have a president who's out of touch because he's never struggled like that. So he's sending stuff out, messages by his staff members saying, just go get a loan, call all your creditors and tell them, that you're going to be a little late and ask them to work with you. He's out of touch. Banks don't loan people money who are not working. Hello. And your landlord don't give a damn that it's a shutdown. He won't. Oh, you with the government? Oh, it's okay. Just pay me when you get it. Ain't nobody doing that. No. So let's be real. Most families are two checks away from serious problems. A lot of people, money don't cover all expenses. I've been in it. I know exactly what you're saying. Now, your man is committed. He's everything you ever wanted. He's the man of your dreams. He's hardworking. He's on the base on weekends. And you being a loving wife, you stayed home to be with the kids. You retired from the military. You can't stand to see him work so hard. Okay. We don't really have, finances can cause some big problems. But, yeah, ain't nobody cheating. This ain't infidelity. This ain't trust issues. But you done told him you want to work. He says no. Then you say because he's a proud man. Now, so you want to work. He don't want you to work. He's about to get deployed. You want to work while he's gone. Mm-hmm. But would I be mad if you worked and didn't tell me? Yeah. So what's the solution to this? It's very simple. You're a grown woman. Here's what's going to happen. Just going to tell him, this is all you got to do. While you're gone, I'm going to work. Now, he going to be mad. He going to kick. His pride going to come up. He going to tell you that I don't want my wife working. I got this. I'm a man. Okay, when he get through saying that, then I want you to say this again. I want you to say, honey, I love you. I respect you. You're the head of the family. I've got to go back to work so I can feel complete. Because right now, I feel like I put us in this position. So I want to go back to work. Now, he going to be mad. He going to tell you this right here. I don't want you doing that. I'm the head of the family. But then we have another problem, though, lady, that I picked up in the letter. You said you don't want to defy his orders. Eesh.
Right.
Y'all really on some serious military sugar honey iced tea at your house. Yeah. Y'all on some real serious military sugar honey iced tea. I've told my wife not to do a lot of stuff. I ain't never told her she can't defy my orders. Do you know what'll happen if I tell this little crazy heifer I'm married to?
Come on.
Don't defy my orders? What, boy? Come back. I'm going to find another way to say it.
Yeah. All right. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject of today's Strawberry Letter, should I ask for permission or forgiveness? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter, Steve. Subject, should I ask for permission or forgiveness?
Well, my wife has taught this to me. This is about a couple who's struggling financially because she retired from the military. Her husband stayed in the military. She feels like it's her fault that they're struggling because she could have just kept working, but she retired to stay home with the kids. Mm-hmm. Boom. She feels as though now she hates to see her husband working so hard. He working a couple of jobs. He on the base all weekend, and they don't have enough to cover the expenses. I told her, relax. That's most families are 2 checks away from serious problems. We learned this during the shutdown of the government, which is absolutely ridiculous. And most people can't cover all their expenses. So she can't stand to work that hard, so she wants to work. He's a very proud man. He says he got it. He don't want his wife working. You ain't got to work. I got to. Okay, cool. He's a very proud man. So you want to work, and he's about to get deployed and going to be gone for months, and so you want to work while he's gone. The question is, do I tell him I'm going to work, or do I just go to work and ask for forgiveness and try to ask for his permission that he won't give me? Here's the troubling line in this letter. You said you don't want to defy his orders.
You said it.
I said, y'all on some real military sugar honey iced tea over there. And I'm assuming because you've been in the military so long that that's what you consider this as defying orders. But a marriage happens to be a compromise. I don't know how I could say to this woman I'm married to.
Come on, say it, though. Just for
Don't
fun.
defy my order. Marjorie,
I would be
Don't
laughing
defy my damn orders.
so hard at you. I would be laughing so
Don't
hard
defy my order.
at you. Even if we were in the middle of a fight, I would be laughing hard at you at that.
I just told you. What you do that for? You define a direct order?
Say it again.
You don't defy my order.
You think this a military or something? What is wrong with
Dog,
you?
I be sitting up in here. Do
I'd be
you know?
laughing so hard.
I can't fix my man. Come on, man. So listen to me. Here's my solution for you. Tell your husband, honey, I love you. I respect you. And as Shirley said, you're still the man of the house. But I want to contribute. And I miss working. And I miss feeling, because just sitting at the house is not fulfilling to me as I thought it was going to be. I want to go back to work. So I'm going to take a job and help us out. Now, when he goes and gets deployed, you go to work. He going to be all right. See, you can't stay mad. Your ass is at work.
And Steve.
What you doing working? Money?
Help
For
out.
what?
Help out.
For some money? Help me. You know who I am? I'm Jussie Octavius Guston.
Ooh.
Don't need no damn help from no woman. Yes, you do, sir.
Yeah.
We all need help from women. She happens to be the mother of your children. She has a skill set that none of us have. She has a mind of her own. She's very bright and she's very helpful. And women know a lot about raising a family than men do. Now, men may know a lot about protecting a family, but women also have had to be the protector and the provider of families when men walk away. So, sir, I understand that you may have a higher rank than your wife, but that's at your job. You do not have a higher rank and a bigger vote than her at home. Now, Margie would tell you that I'm the head of the house, and we mostly compromise, which means I mostly do what she wants to do.
Exactly.
Now, when it comes down to some real serious stuff and we just can't compromise and I just can't bring myself to do what she do, then I make a call. I pull, a card out and I go, look, baby, I heard what you said, but I just think that if the sink or swim comes down to it, I'm going to make that decision because we can't sink and you told me stay home. So I got
Steve,
to go.
Even the way you said it just then, it wasn't, don't defy my word. It was, you were talking to your wife like a human being.
Well, that's because I have to.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In this letter, it seems a little different. She also said she believes in submitting to her husband and letting him lead the family, and that's okay.
Oh, that's cool.
But
That's very spiritual. That's nice. That's not how y'all are, though. It's really not.
Don't defy.
Even church women, the mother of the church, they're submissive, but not at their house, in front of people. You make babies.
Don't they do?
And carry
Listen to
them
me. That's a power that cannot be held by anybody else except women. That trumps everything we can do. Our money-making power, our decision-making power, our physical strength. The fact that you all make babies trumps everything we do. You can be a billionaire. I gave you a son. That trumps it.
Or a daughter.
That trumps it. I just climbed Mount Everest with 4 of my buddies, and none of us died on the trip, and we back. Okay, cool. I had a baby while you were gone.
And I nursed that baby.
Breastfed.
I'm just trying to figure out what you can say.
I had twins.
I just broke the world record for the 100-yard dash. I beat Usain Bolt's time, and I'm 62.
That's
Okay, cool.
Oh,
While you were running, I had a baby.
That's cute.
I'm the damn president of the United States. Okay, cool. While they were voting for you, I had a baby.
Yeah, I had carried it for 9 months.
I'm telling you, dog, that's a very, very powerful position.
Yep.
I had a baby. What the hell you talking about? Just a direct order. I had your children. Dog, I had your children. That's it.
All right, Steve, I think we get the message. Absolutely. She should go to work. She should go to work. All right, listen, guys, email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, Jose Canseco. Have you guys heard about this?
Baseball player?
He accuses A-Rod of cheating on J-Lo. They just got engaged.
Why are you throwing this
Yeah,
salt?
this is so...
Wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah, we'll talk about it right after this, Steve.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So we all know we're so happy for J-Lo and A-Rod. They just got engaged, that $1 million ring on her finger and
J-Rod.
everything. Yes, J-Rod. Well, someone's already trying to ruin the moment. There's always someone lurking in the background trying to ruin your happiness. Haters. Remember former Major League Baseball star Jose Canseco? Remember him? Yes. He's taking swings at Alex Rodriguez, accusing him of cheating on his wife-to-be, Jennifer Lopez. Canseco made the claims in a string of tweets while J-Lo's competition show World of Dance was airing over the weekend. How does he know? Well, he's saying it's his own ex-wife, Jessica, who A-Rod has been cheating with, and that he's seen the proof. He has the receipts. Well, yeah.
Hey, dog.
You know what?
What kind of punk-ass dude do that?
This is terrible.
But what you tweeting about it for?
Yeah.
It's your ex-wife. What is your punk ass tweeting about?
Yeah, he saw A-Rod calling Jessica on the phone. Not only has he challenged A-Rod to a boxing or MMA match, but he says he'll take a polygraph to prove he's being 100% accurate.
And what do he win?
Nothing.
Exactly.
It's your ex-wife, dog. If let's say it's true, if it's ex-wife, what is your punk ass talking about it for? Yeah. What you tweeting that?
Well, he been snitching long time.
Oh yeah, but see, you know what? He need his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He a punk ass
crazy.
dude, man.
Where was his
He tweeted. He wrote that book that was full of lies.
That's what he was snitching at. Don't worry about it.
Jose tweeted, Steve, watching J-Lo text A-Rod, little does she know that he is cheating on her with my ex-wife, Jessica. Poor girl, she has no idea who he really is, Canseco writes.
What is Jose Canseco talking about Alex Rodriguez for? And J-Lo.
Yeah, he's saying Alex Rodriguez, stop being a piece of sugar honey iced tea, Steve.
No, man. Canseco need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah,
the man is engaged. And he's sitting up here talking about Alex Rodriguez was cheating on Jennifer Lopez with my ex-wife. Keyword ex-wife. Now, if it was your wife, dog, I'd understand any problems. Your ex-wife. But secondly, though, why are you tweeting that?
Yeah, why is he in the mix?
You know what?
It's just really ugly.
This a Latin thing. We got too much going on in the black community. We got to worry about. We're going to let them handle this. We're going to let George Lopez deal with this here right now. But we got too much going on over here.
Stupid.
Yeah, you know what, Tommy? I'm going to have to go on and agree with you.
John Lick was
Man, we trying to handle this Jussie Smollett thing, this damn R. Kelly over here
We got too
tripping.
much going on.
Yeah. George Lopez, Carlos Mencia,
John Leguizamo.
all y'all. Yeah, man. Y'all go ahead and handle this right here. Saturday Night Live. Yeah, y'all go ahead and do this. We got our hands full over here, man.
You all are stupid.
Man, they trying to mess over Michael right now. We got our here. Y'all agree with you, Tommy?
We got too much, baby.
We're going to let the Latino community handle this.
We're together, though.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, Cheech and Chong. Get on this.
Get on this.
I did want to ask you guys a question, though.
What's that?
Would you confront your significant other about cheating rumors after you just got engaged? How would you handle this?
Well, I think the better question is for women.
Yeah.
Not for us. Because this is a female situation. Because should J-Lo say something to A-Rod is y'all's question.
Well, I mean, A-Rod I think he has a role in this, though. You don't, Steve? Because he's the one that's being accused, you know.
I mean, she has to say something. You know, she has to go to him and say, the streets are talking.
Yeah. I mean, as a woman, I'm sure she would. But
I don't know if she can ignore it all completely. Yeah, even though they just got engaged, Steve. So, that's a tough one.
But you wait till then to do this.
Yeah, they've been dating for 2 years almost. Come on.
I just think that Canseco is out to do damage to people. I don't think he has much validity. He released that book with all them lies in it. This just a dude, man, who ain't nobody and
Bitter.
trying to be relevant. Why would you tweet that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as a man. I mean, I really can't, man, because you know, and I'm, you know, this is not. I don't want nobody misunderstood, misunderstand. This is not a sexual reference.
Right.
This is a street term for how we talk to dudes that's doing some just. What are you talking about? If you really got a problem, you should just walk up to A-Rod.
Yes, exactly.
If you're a real man,
That's what real men do.
See all this tweeting and you got a problem with A-Rod. You know where A-Rod stay? A-Rod famous. He ain't hard to find. See that? But you know what, man? Can I tell you something? That's what be irking me about this social media thing. You're a little thumb gangster. So Jose Canseco being a thumb gangster. Hey, dog, you know where he at? Yeah. You ain't got to type this. You can get in front of him.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's what men do. Just get in front of me, dog. If you talking about me, get in front of me. Don't type nothing else.
But you know what?
Take your mouth off me in the barbershop. Come see me.
They tight enough where they
Right.
can deal with it.
Oh,
And if this
absolutely.
happened in
Yeah,
the beginning of the dating process, you gotta have like rollover minutes.
What do you mean?
If this happened like almost 2 years ago when he first started dating J-Lo, you gotta flush out he been single. You gotta flush out a couple of them. I already
Meaning he
know.
was with someone before.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta have rollover minutes in this. You gotta get rid of some of them, you know. You gotta have a few conversations. You forgot to tell somebody, hey, I'm kicking it with somebody now. Hey. No, I'm with somebody.
Yes.
Let me swing through that this evening and explain it to you.
Wow. Well, coming up at the top of the hour, guys, we're going to talk more about sports. And here's the question. Guess who's moving to Jacksonville, Florida? Duval. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Junior's here with more NFL sports talk. Hey, Junior, what's going on, man?
All right, hey Shirley. Listen, Tommy, everyone, guess where the free agent former backup Philly quarterback Nick Foles is going? Jacksonville, Florida. This boy is down there in Duval. He can't even say Jacksonville. He gonna have to learn to say Duval. Nick Foles agreed to a 4-year deal worth $88 million. Man, that's a lot for a backup quarterback.
That's a lot of money for anybody.
He gonna be the lead, though.
Yeah, I'm saying he's gonna be the lead now, but I'm just coming from Philadelphia from a backup and going to getting $88 million. How do you act with that type of money?
Junior, he led them to a Super Bowl.
He was just,
just how do you act though? When you go from that type of money, from a backup money to a starting money, do it change right away? Do you change immediately?
No, but people's perception of you gonna change.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
How many years he get?
4-year deal on $88 million. That's why I said, woo!
So that's $22 million a year.
That's $22 million.
Yeah.
Ah, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, your life different.
Yeah. You know, when you was the starting quarterback, because they're going to release Blake Bortles, but what you think Blake said that morning when he knew he was coming? So y'all just going to bring Nick in, huh?
No, he said,
I need to start leaving now.
Hey, man, hey, I'm sorry, but this ain't the biggest damn NFL news. What is you waiting on?
Oh, come on, listen to this. Hater.
We're sitting up here talking about some Nick going to Jackson. Man, we really give a doggone flying.
Well, let's go and get to it then. Man, the New York Giants did traded Odell Beckham to the Cleveland Browns.
There you go. Here we go.
I done already texted him and he done text me. Welcome to the blankety blank lane. Cleveland, man. Yeah, Odell Beckham Jr.
You
is
know
now
him?
a Cleveland Brown. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know everybody.
We done had each other's numbers for a while. We got a mutual friend, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, right after I heard the news, I texted. He said, man, I'm coming. We're going to bring one back. Yeah, he ready. OD is in the blankety blank land.
Well, congratulations, Steve.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What is we talking about? Nick Foles going to
Because
Jacksonville
Duval, little Duval.
Man, I could care less than her.
Steve, there are
No.
more teams than Cleveland.
No, it's not. Not to me.
Cleveland in
Oh,
the
sure.
building.
You don't even understand, man.
guess I
Y'all saw
don't.
how I acted when we tied the Steelers the first game.
Yeah, I remember that. You're right.
Y'all don't understand, man, how we won them games. That was like a Super Bowl. See, boy, we finna, you hear me? That the reason everybody else so quiet, Shirley, reading Junior and Tommy quiet, 'cause they ain't made no moves in the offseason.
Yeah.
We made one.
Who? The Texans?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even bring it up. Who you get?
We got a cornerback. That's all.
Who?
And he
Who?
came from Denver. Dominic Roby. That was
Yeah,
it.
nobody know him. What else?
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen
Steve,
to
here's
him.
my
He got
question.
Odell Beckham, and now he's stunting.
Here's my question to you, though, Steve.
Ask me.
Are you going to the game?
Uh-uh.
Any games?
No.
Why?
Too damn cold.
All of them.
I got NFL package. I'm gonna see every last one of them.
You have coats
No, I got plenty of coats.
and hats?
I ain't going up there. We ain't got no dome.
You got Odell Beckham, though.
Yeah,
We got
that's your
Odell.
boy.
He look way better on TV. Instant replay, sandwiches, chicken wings.
Wings.
Yeah, all that. See it twice, run it back, warm, bathroom close by.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Well, Uncle, let's get to this, Uncle. Le'Veon Bell
Uh-oh.
went to the Jets. 4 years, $52 million. Now, what's the problem with this whole thing right here, Uncle?
Okay, now let me explain this to you. 4 years, $52 million. Y'all do the math. That's $13 million a year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He sat out this past year and did not play for $14 million with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who is the agent he listening to? So now you done sat out a year, missed $14 million, signed for 4 years, $13 million. Somebody help me, man. Understand what agent he listening to.
Why did
and
he
I
sit
told
out?
y'all, he can't get the money back. He cannot get the $14 million back. He didn't want the franchise tag. He wanted a new contract. This the NFL, man.
But let me ask
And
you
I
something,
felt
Steve.
bad for that young brother, man, because he sat out a whole year. But see, and then they're not going to reward you for sitting out a year in the NFL. Boy, he saved his body. Let's pay him for that. Now, they're going to get right on back to your value. And guess what they told him? It's $13 million.
Whoa.
Now, I don't know if it's guaranteed or what, but hold on. This just in. Newsflash.
What?
Le'Veon Bell, $35 million guaranteed.
Okay, you got to get
Out of 52.
Out of the 52.
out of the 52.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not a bad paycheck.
And the Steelers' last offer was $14 million, guaranteed 10. So he got more guaranteed money. But see, you lost now let's do the math. See,
Okay.
you lost 14. You set out on the 10. I'm talking about where we at, dog. Was it worth it? I don't think so. But congratulations, he's back playing football. Hey, y'all, stop letting your method. This is what I've been trying to say, man. I just said it wrong on my show, admittedly. But just know this right here. Stop letting your method of doing, I'm not going to do this here, get in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. That boy is not going to play professional football for the Cowboys because he want to smoke weed instead of taking pills.
Ain't that crazy?
That messed me
Boy,
up.
let me tell you something. Son, you 25 years old. You have nothing else to do. Now you posted on Instagram while you smoking weed. Was that for pain?
I think you.
It's the off season. Was that for pain?
I don't think he know what he was doing on that one. I really don't.
I think Steve wants to be a sports agent or a coach.
Seriously,
That's
man.
what I think.
I would talk to these young kids.
John
You
Lucas of
cannot
football.
let your method of integrity, which is
life
what I
coach.
was trying to say. Your method of integrity is what I was trying to say. The method in which you choose to go about something cannot get in the way. I'll use a prime example.
All right, we'll be back with more.
Can I come back with my prime example?
Yeah, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, enough sports talk, guys, okay? You know how I love company, right? Some people on the show don't love it, but I love when people come over to my house. I really do. So I had some family over yesterday. 2 of my aunts came over, and all of the women on my mom's side of the family are really critical when it comes to a clean home. That's just how they are. They're built like that. They're old school. You guys know how that can be, right? Tommy, you know how worried you get when company is coming over because you know how particular you are.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm going through it right now. Let's not even talk about it.
I was running around making sure everything was put away and that my floors and countertops were spotless because they will be looking. Well, my house is normally clean, but yesterday I did some quick spring cleaning with my favorite Pine Sol Lemon Fresh Cleaner. I love this stuff because I wanted to make sure my house smelled clean too. It's one thing for it to look good, but I want it to smell good. Pine Sol is the #1 lemon-scented dilutable cleaner. When I was done cleaning, my aunts could not find a single spot to criticize in my kitchen, thank you very much, or in my living room or the bathroom. So it was the lemon fresh and it was sparkling clean. Pine Sol, clean your way. Okay? Thank you very much.
I like that. All right. Clean it up.
Good.
Yeah. I was a little nervous, though.
I need a bottle right after spring break. I need a good bottle as soon as they leave, boy.
It's clean, and you're going to love the scent. That's what I really love about it. I love when my house smells all lemony and stuff. Yes. Mm-hmm. All lemony. Listen, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Mitt Romney, you know, he's Senator Mitt Romney now,
right.
Out of Utah. He posted a short video. It was his 72nd birthday yesterday, so he posted his 72nd birthday celebration. His team surprised him. They gave him a birthday cake, Steve, of his favorite snack, Twinkies. They made a birthday cake out of Twinkies for him.
He gonna be stopped.
Yeah, he had a strange way of blowing out the candles. He blew out each individual Twinkie candle. He blew out each candle and took it off each individual Twinkie. It was just crazy. One by one, he did that.
Can you still eat a Twinkie? I can't eat a Twinkie.
No, they're a little too sugary for me.
Yeah. Sugar, man.
Tommy, it's some stuff that I cannot eat anymore.
Yeah. But remember, they used to be so good when we were little.
Yes.
Yeah.
My partner Butch loved Twinkies. My thing was Hostess, cherry pie, and ding dongs.
Oh.
Ding dong. I ate a honey bun every morning in high school. I cannot eat that no more.
Yeah. What did you eat it with? Milk?
I made sure I microwaved it just like about 8 seconds, get that heat to it. And boy, white milk, that was it.
They had a microwave?
Yeah, I didn't have microwave
Carla
when
said,
I was in school. So.
Did you hear what Carla said,
What'd you
Steve?
say?
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. They had microwave?
You got to give it to the lady in the window, Carla. She'll warm it up for you.
At the store where you buy
the
it.
cafeteria lady, she'll warm it up for you.
No. That was microwaves weren't invented yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, for y'all.
No, I didn't have no microwave.
Yeah, we had a microwave at school.
So where'd she put it, in the stove?
On the hood of the car?
The lady in the window.
Just that pepper.
That's
I
funny.
had no damn microwave, man. I tore my pack open and ate it. This how much sugar I love. I had a Hostess cherry pie and a Pepsi.
Oh,
yes.
You hear me? Walking
I
down
couldn't
the
mix
street
my
in
sweets
total
like that,
joy.
even young. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
The cherry pie was a dime and the Pepsi was 12 cents.
See?
Wow.
Of course he don't know
Yeah.
nothing about no microwave.
All right, coming up, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, actress Lori Laughlin, you remember her from Full House. She was Aunt Becky on Full House. Yeah.
Right.
Felicity Huffman was one of the Desperate Housewives. Anyway, they are among more than 40 people that have been accused in a major college admissions cheating scandal. Federal prosecutors in Massachusetts say that they paid bribes to a consultant who would steer the money toward SAT or ACT administrators or a college coach. So, and in some cases, the test administrators would then hire fake people to fill in correct answers for them. They call them proctors to fill in the correct answers for them when they took the tests and everything. Lori Laughlin. Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman are charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud.
Okay, for their kids?
Yeah,
Yes,
for their
for their
kids.
children.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They bribe the schools to get their kids in these great schools. They
Get
bribe
higher
them.
test
Yeah.
scores and all of that.
Oh, they little kids wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
They bribe the guy that when he get through
Yeah.
with the scores, he's the one with all the stacks of paper.
Yeah, they've been doing this investigation now, Steve, for about a year. Lori Laughlin and Felicity Huffman are charged with conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud. 7 FBI agents showed up at Felicity's Hollywood, with pulled guns. Their guns were pulled out. She lives in Hollywood Hills. They showed up there about 6 a.m. yesterday, drew their weapons as they ordered Felicity to come out and surrender. Can you imagine? 6 o'clock in the morning. Her husband, William H. Macy. Now, you probably know him from the show Shameless. He's on that show. He stars in Shameless.
Good in here.
He was in that movie Fargo.
He was in Fargo. He was in Fargo.
The dude, the star of Fargo?
Hold on.
Yes. They were all asleep when the federal agents ordered them out. Sources say she knew the arrest was looming, would have gladly surrendered on her own, but the feds saw it differently. People on social media are saying these kids already have every advantage in life, and yet their parents cheated to get them into the top colleges.
I'll be damned.
Yeah,
That's what's happening back at the house?
Yes, Steve, you're in Dubai. So all these kids who work hard, study hard, work their butts off to try to get into these schools because there's only limited positions. You know, they don't have a lot of openings there. They can't get in because these kids' parents have money and they bought,
So let me ask you a question, though.
Mm-hmm.
After you get these little stupid-ass kids in, how they going to get the grades to stay there?
Keep paying.
Yeah.
See, who you finna trick now? See, now you got to pay off professors. The game just get thicker. Because even if you can get into school, what you going to do to stay there?
Exactly.
Or they created charities.
Yeah.
And
all kinds of
donated
stuff
money
to
to
make-
charities so they can write the money off. Oh, it's
It's deep, dog.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people involved.
You're right.
Yes,
A lot of it was tax write-off purposes. I mean, this has been going on for a while.
But
too.
they also did it on a sports level.
So she said she knew the arrest was coming and she would have gladly run. That's the same thing they say about Roger Stone. No, see, get your ass arrested like all of us do. See, we used to the feds coming to the house with the guns drawn. So that's how Roger Stone supposed to get picked up, Manafort, Cohen. That's how you get picked up by the feds. Gun in your face, get your ass down in your drawers. Down!
Need all that.
Put your drawers up. We'll give it to you. Get the flow.
All right, thank you guys. Coming up next, it is Steve with today's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, last break of the day. Take us home with something good. Closing remarks.
I want to just talk to you about what it really takes to make it. What it really takes to make it. Now, look, I can, sit here and tell you a bunch of stuff that, sound like I'm really into public speaking and I know all of what I'm talking about and all this here and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, what people really want is real simple things that they can do to make it. People want to be successful, man. They really do. They don't want to not know what it's like to be happy, to be free, to be successful. They want a simpler, how should I put this? They want somebody to explain it to them and simplify it. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, guess what? I don't know if I'm the person that's qualified to make it the simplest, but let me tell you what I do know. If you want to be happy in this life, if you want to be successful, you're going to have to develop a couple of things. Now, here's the thing that I want you to understand. Most people have what it takes to be successful. But if it does not start with the belief that you can be successful, you can never bring out the qualities in you of success. Listen to me again. Everyone has it in them to be successful, but if you don't bring them out, and that starts with the belief, if you don't have the belief that you can be somebody, that you're worthy, that you're qualified, that you're capable, if you don't start with that basic belief, it can never happen. So first things first, in order to be successful and happy in this world, at whatever level you're talking about happiness, success is for you, it has to start with the belief that it is for you. I believe that I should be successful. I believe that God wants me to be prosperous. I believe that he comes to give you life and give you life more abundantly. But you got to develop some things, man. And the way to develop them is start with the belief and hang on to the belief so strong that these attributes develop themselves. Resilience. If you believe hard enough that you can be successful, that you can be happy, it will automatically start to cultivate this thing that's in all of us. It's called resilience. All y'all got it. Everybody got it. You are resilient people. All of us are resilient. Hell, if you can survive the projects, you resilient. If you can survive public schools, you resilient. If you can survive walking through gang neighborhoods because you still want an education, you resilient. If you manage to get yourself a high school diploma or a GED, you are resilient. And the more belief you have, the more these attributes you can develop. You got to be tough. You know how you get tough? You got to believe that you're tough. You got to believe that you can hang in there when all is against you. That's how you get tough. You get tough because you keep facing the test and you keep passing them. But all of that, you can't pass the test unless you believe you can. Y'all don't hear me. All of you have an inner strength. Listen to me, man. Don't you know even a homeless person has an inner strength? What is it that gets a person to live under a bridge or live in a refrigerator box or live in some of these homeless encampments? Do you know what really makes them live there? Because they have an inner strength. It's still some fiber of them that's telling them to hold on. Because if it wasn't, everybody would just get rid of themselves. Everybody would end it. But you know why people don't end it? Because you really do have an inner strength. It takes something to be homeless. All right, everybody can make a mistake, man, and wind yourself up in a situation. But homeless people have an inner strength. They have a toughness. It's tough being homeless, man. They have a resilience. Because for some reason, they just won't give up. And even though we judge them when we're driving by, look at them sitting on that corner just asking for money. They done gave up. No. It's another form of giving up. But I'm telling you, even in your darkest moments and your lowest points in your life, you have resilience, toughness, inner strength. I got news for you. It can help develop your faith, because if you believe hard enough, the Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for. That simply means that how you develop faith is really, the essence of it is hope. You remember when you was little and you hope you got a bike for Christmas, and you went out there one year and the Christmas and the bike was under the tree? You remember when you used to hope you'd graduate from high school, you messed around and got a diploma? Do you remember hoping one day you'd get a job and now you working? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. But if you keep hoping hard enough and believe that something can happen, eventually that hope turns into faith. You got to have dreams and visions so big that it dwarfs all your fears. This is how you make it. I hope you got what I'm saying.
All right, drop it, baby. Drop it.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.